Hello again, audience. It has been a while since I've made one of these. Well, actually, it's only been a few weeks, but for me, on the grand scale of things. And I didn't want to play as the Stormblades again in the new Chapter Master. I've actually been drawn to the Deathwatch. I really want to see what the Deathwatch actually are like. Like small units, homeworld based. There's a little bit going on here, so I'm kind of curious. So we're just going to do a one-off playthrough as a Deathwatch. Vostroya is a death. I like that. That's funny. Oh yeah. Oh, they've got the Deathwatch shoulder pad. Alright, Pauldron. Man, the fact that you can actually cycle through it and see all the different armor marks and how it looks. It's so good. Right. No different styles. Sans Escorts, Honor Guard, Terminator, Veteran Sergeant, Gene Seeder's Pure. Interesting you can't change Riker. Can I admit something here? I only ever watched the first season of Next Gen Star Trek, and I didn't quite get it. It wasn't really my cup of tea. I know that might sound heretical for some, but I just never really got it. I don't know. Maybe it is a bit of a me problem. The fleet is interesting. The fleet is disbanded, which I suppose in some ways is not silly. Quite fascinating. Alright, that ongoing. Where is the recruit? Where is the home world? Is the question. Bloody Dawn. So we need to find the ship Bloody Dawn. Fleet, system troops, Vostroya. Fortress, Monastery, and recruitment. Okay. So, who is on board Vostroya? Because I've been told in the comments reading last time, how the Forge works is you need Tech Marines landed on the on your homeworld or in your battle barge, and the same for recruitment. You need apothecaries on your recruitment world. So that was kind of like my thought process there. Armamentorium. Oh yes, I am curious to see. Mark 4, Mark 6, power weapons, bolt guns, stalker bolt guns, melter guns. So they've all got more decent weaponry. Aha, Vostroya 2. Okay, so it looks like my land speeders are all on the homeworld. Interesting. So Vostroya is in the middle here. I'm thinking Bloody Dawn. Gosh, there's so many Terminators. Oh shit, is that Cataphracti? Dominus. Tartaros. I bet that dude's an Iron Hands. Dominus Terminator Plate. Shit. Librarian Terminators. That's quite cool. That's a chapter I still look like. Unofficial armor. That's not bad either. Right, so what have we got? We have to micromanage 3 different fleets. Now, I have been taught the differences about Adeptus Pub. I have been taught about attacking versus raiding versus everything else. Right, we're going to head towards Orcs. There's only one escort. Oh no, one frigate. Greatest Restraint and Revenger Beacon. True Armora. Greatest Restraint. So we've got third company aboard there. Moderatus. Alright, we're going to go raid. Just to see. I like that they've... I didn't actually look at that. Furnace pistols, hand flamers. Alright, so raid, you get 2 attack points per turn. But raiding does... Shove off, Discord. I should have got myself on mute. So, we got Malleus kill teams, command kill teams. They actually renamed them to what the kill teams are in the book. That's pretty cool. I have the Deathwatch 8th edition codex. Interesting. Right, so definitely better to do raiding. That's fine. So, and the fact I can click on the left here and see the fleet and go there is just perfect. Right, let's have a look. Gene Stealers to the north. Part of me is almost like I'd like to send them to Vostroya or group them up with the rest of the chapter, but honestly, we should go fight Tyranids. The fact I don't have to micromanage so much, that because I know where everything is just brilliant. Right, raid ships. So we get 1 Deathwatch company. Geez, that is beautiful. Now, can I, with my 2 attack actions, I can do 2 attacks or 2 raids, but I can't do a mixed action. We will be nice to the Ecclesiarchy, even though I imagine the... Ooh, that went down to Moderatus. That was good. Right. Bolt guns, power claws. Good. Right, we'll go again to Parvarus. Ooh, I should adjust the raiding and coordination forces actually. Chapter settings, raid. I kind of want to move Terminators up a bit. No, Terminators go up there. Hirelings can stay there. Automatic boarding, use plasma bombs. Combi flamer, combat knife, any power armor. So that must be... Oh no. Tactical bolter, combat knife, any power armor. Chaplain, Crozius, bolt pistol, any power armor. Interesting. So, looking at the forge for a second here. So we don't have any planetary forges. So assign Tech Marines to forge to increase. Okay, so that's that logic. Recruitment. Right. So I need to land some more troops on my recruitment worlds. What are my recruitment worlds? Recruiting from 2 worlds. Now I know Vostroya is 1. So we can kind of keep that on the back burner. Alright, you lot go over there. You lot can go. Oh, there's freaking chaos. Oh, shit. That's gonna probably might end up being costly. Wait, how the hell are you there? Where's my other fleet? Uh-huh. Ooh. Relic, what company are you? Oh, that's my chapter master's company. Well, that's good. Must admit, Bloody Dawn is a bit of a cool name for a ship. So, Lightning Claw. And then, yep. It would be nice if they automatically reloaded those guys afterwards. Only if you did it as a talk to the governor kind of thing. Alright, well, I suppose we should better... Oh, one frigate, 3 escorts versus one frigate, 3 escorts. Might be an even fight. There we go. I must admit, the fact they've made the ship sprite models have the correct colouring. Like, I appreciate that they are black ships. Oh, I can't directly command them because I haven't got a fleet admiral. That's probably... Oh, I'm probably going to lose. Damn it, no. You stupid fucking escort pieces of shit. I would win this if my fucking frigates would turn their ass around and attack. I outnumber them by 1 ship, but my fucking frigates are literally off jerking themselves off somewhere. You fucking fucks. Oh, this is what you get for not having fucking Admiral bonus. Fuck you, game. Where the fuck are the 3 frigates? No, literally. Where are the 3 frigates? My 3 frigates have blown off the map. I am down to 1 bloody fucking... Where? I don't even know where the fucking frigates are gone. Holy shit, they've done a circle of the world? I won, somehow, but I shouldn't have won that. That is... I think all 3 of those frigate captains should be executed. It's not even like being mean, it's like they should be executed. For incompetence. Oh, well. Right, well, on the bright side... Is that one of my fleets? No, it's a defense fleet. Ugh. Where are my fleets again? Right, you guys need to go over there. You guys at Stygia, you're not really designed to fight chaos, but I suppose... Oh, and with 1 frigate, you're not really going to bomb much, are you? Yeah, that's still a 6 extremist chaos force. Tisha Prime. Why is there still 2 levels of orcs there? There should not be any orcs there. That's an interesting thing, though. Right. Nine Terminators. Oh! That's quite interesting. Now, there better be... I want to try and attack, just because I've got 1... It's not going to be as dangerous, because I've got 1... There we go. So the whirlwinds do the most of that attack for you. And you lot are warp traveling to deal with that. Okay. Right. Okay, so this planet's got... Hello? Show. You guys are on Stygia. Alright. No way on Earth am I, it's like launching an attack or a raid with that. It's just not happening. Not happening, chaps. What I think we need to do is get this company together, then two companies can deal with it. But for now, what I want to do is kill these Tyranids, and then we can mobilize the company together. Stalker pattern bolt guns. Flanking Lictor. Good. Now, I'm going to launch another raid. Mainly because I want to try and draw enemy companies, or enemy strength down a bit. Nicely done. Apologies, I'm trying to fucking sort my life out in the background. I really thought I'd bracketed out an hour of time for this, but you know, there you go. Right. So what else have we got? Indra Soul, yep, you're dealing with that. Orcs gone from here. Orcs are gone from here. Good. I'm gonna deal with this orc mob first, I think. Actually, if we deal with that orc mob, we can slowly move our way up and help at Stygia. And then concentrate some people together. You're at warp travel. You're at Invital. You guys are going to go here. Yeah, I know. Right, Significus. Alright, so we got the Chapter Master here. So I'm a little bit more confident doing a raid. Because I've got... Okay, that was not quite how I should have done this. Oh, okay. No, that was a big mistake. Right. Remember the old Chapter Master rules. If it's above moderate, or in this case, free power, you don't do it. You bomb. Moderatus is the only... Moderatus or less. Yeah, that's more manageable. Alright, I suffered a bunch of casualties there, but only in death does duty end. So that's kind of how it goes. I kind of wish I started a regular playthrough, just because I want to fuck around with figuring out how to get Armamentorium and all of that working. Because that's kind of what really fascinates me, is all the extra features. Right. So, show. The fact that you can just do this is just so ideal. Right. Again, I'm not rating anything above a free power. Did you? Well, you guys are just holding pattern, basically. Right, anything in here? Nope. So you move up to Canum. And then we get you guys to... Can I bomb? It won't let me bomb. Now that's fascinating. Now I don't want to do this, but if it's not giving me the bomb option, I'm curious as to why. Is that because corruption is too high? I really appreciate the fact that Tyranids are less painful above Moderatus than Orcs are. Even so. Right. Holy Prometheum. This is good. Nicely done. Interesting. We've used our double action points. I'm so actually appreciative of double action points. So you guys are just off you're doing there. So you guys are here. So you're Moderatus. So that should be easier to raid. Even so, it's not. Boy, my codicieries suck. Raid. And it reduces enemy power by 1. Failed to cast all his equipment's damaged. Really? -3 4 points would be allocated for repairs. Gosh, my librarians are a bunch of jerks. Right, you guys are at Indrisul. You've done what you need to do. You guys are there. You guys are just holding pattern, and you guys are slowly working your way up. Good. Right, end turn. I don't talk to orcs. Why would I talk to orcs? Like, what benefit would this give me? Ah, here we go. Hello, game? It's bugging out a little bit there. It wouldn't let me click the, click that fleet. Sodden Hollow. Launch an attack. Right. So, what actually is the fleet component there? 1 capital ship, 1 frigate, and 3 cruisers. Or 3 frigates. Orcs gone. Launch that attack, because it should only be like 1 frigate at that point. Cleanse by fire. Because if we can bump down that Tyrannid plot, then that would be good. Huh. Lair. Arsenal. Standard sort of stuff. Why does it say it's an orc world when there are no orcs there? Not that I'm complaining, but it's a bit odd. Show Indrisul. Right. Now. If we raid them down to Oblivion, the Tyrannids, and then we can. Damn, those fucking flamers are good. And then we can try and purge them. Now we've got the flanking lictor. Yeah, that's why I usually sometimes put honor guard behind, or even the chapter master himself at the back. It's not for dishonorable reasons, it's for he can deal with the flanking enemies much more effectively. Nicely done, missile launchers. Right. Now, you're on warp travel, you are on warp travel, you are still holding pattern, and you are at Idrisul. Okay, now, let's try raiding this shite again. Gene Stealers, bolt pistols. Nicely done. Right, now next priority. A tip. Yeah, I think it's only right. My instinct is to like move from the south, but it's honestly the best protocol is to one battleship, one escort, one battleship, one frigate, 3 escorts. Hello. There we go. Okay. Gosh, you are so painfully slow. Let the battleship finish that off. Turn your guns around, you worthless sacks of shite. Right, open fire. Turn your ponderous, useless butts around, people. Okay, you missed with your torpedoes. Try that again. Now, please shoot at them. Strike cruiser. Right, come on, there we go. Now we're bringing our concentrated firepower to bear. See, when you can literally order your fleet to stop being less retarded, it's a lot better than naval combat. And so I think Kings in Space is probably one of the best abilities you can do. Right, we're going to bomb them. Man, those warp storms. Oh, ×4 warp travel. Oh, that's changed. It used to just block off the world, but having that like that, that's actually quite good. It doesn't completely lock out the... That's alright. That's good. And I suppose with 2 warp storms it would be ×8. So you'd have 8 times travel speed. So say it took you 2 turns to get there, it'd take you 16. Because 2 times 8 is 16. Right. No, 2 times 8 is 16, but ×4 travel speed. So it took you 2 there. 2 times 4 is 8. And then 8 times 4. No. It depends how it did it on the maths, actually. Because if it stacked or if it was separate. I'm curious about that, actually. Because if it was, say, the first one, say it's 2 turns from Raiden, right, to New Carthage. So 2 times 4, that would be 8. Because 4 and plus 4 equals 8. So 2 4s is 8. Right. But if it was stackable, then you would have 8 times 4. Right? Which is 32. So it would take 32 turns to get there. But if it's just a standard ×4, and it was an independent ×4 stacked on top of it, then the 2 turns, it would be suddenly it would be 16 because it's 2 turns, 2 times 4, plus 2 times 4. I wonder how they do the logic on that. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep bombing because, you know, orbital bombardments are the objectively correct tactic. Now, purge. Selective purge. The whole company can go into the hives and start beating people to death with fucking chainsaws. You can go to Woden. And you can raid the Pacificus, the tiny little orc force. Good work, Deathwatch. Having these elite infantry units is not bad. As I said, I think the ideal ratio would be 2 companies. Plus, say, 1 company on the homeworld. So you've got 9 companies to play with. And then you've got, say, Chapter Master and 3 companies as your main strike force. Then you've got 2 or 3 units of 2 companies. So 1 attack unit, 1 attack unit, 1 attack unit. Each of 2 companies, 200 Space Marines. Maybe a little less, because if you leave, say, 7th company on the homeworld and then distribute 10th company amongst those 3 attack groups, that would be the best way of running this, honestly. I'm just attacking because it's a minimal force for fun. I just want to see what the the whirlwinds do most of the damage on that. Right. Do I get another purge action? No, I only get 1 purge action a turn. Then we got Taratosta. God, that's that handy, that bar being able to quickly swap over between your attack groups without having to actively find them is so good. Right, we're just gonna bomb some more orcs just for a little while. Oh yeah, just as a scientific experiment, what would it say? 6. But it doesn't give me the bonuses, so I don't know what that would be. I'm not sending a fleet there, obviously, because that's stupid. But it's an interesting experiment. Orcs suffer no losses during the bombardment. That's typical. Alright, purge, cleanse by fire, which is beautiful. Burn them to death. Right. Just instantly, we're just going to keep purging them and try and knock their influence down. Their presence is decreased by 0. That's not great. Now we go. No, I want Tartasia. I need to keep bombing them into submission. Right. Now. Okay. Right, Tartasia. Hello, game? Why can I not click things? That's interesting. Sometimes it does sort of spaz out a little bit like that, but the way to fix it is to just click to another, using that left bar, click it down to another thing and go from there. No, the orcs are back up again to 5. I really need more reinforcements on this flank. I need Indrasul to be cleared faster, so I can bloody send company there to help. Tartasia, this task force can do its own thing. Like, they are happy to do their own thing because they've got themselves covered. But it's that right hand flank torpedoes. See, I'm not a fan of the Hunter class because I think the torpedoes are a little bit overrated. I like the Gladius class. I think weapon batteries are more effective. Battle barge. Yeah, torpedoes, weapon batteries. The torpedoes definitely do more damage. See, I'm assuming recruitment isn't happening because I don't have any apothecaries on that recruitment world. Which is a little bit disappointing if that's the case. Gosh, I need to just keep bombing them into submission. Right, are you gone? You've still got... Alright, we're gonna kill the governor, because at this point, he's being in... Right, we're gonna murder the governor because he's failed to stop fucking Tyranids. And he's obviously a traitor anyway. At Woden, we're basically in a holding pattern. Unless we... What's in Hexecue? Maybe we'll move up to fight these Tyranids. And then we'll move back. See, if I leave Stygia, they will create another Chaos Fleet. See, yeah, that's the thing. Only one frigate doing bombardments doesn't work. Okay. Please tell me... Cleans by fire. Right, and now we need... my friends at Tortilla. I know that's not what it's actually called, but I'm calling it Tortilla because it brings a little bit of amusement to my otherwise joyless, stressful existence. Tartasia. Right, so we'll end turn. Now, I want to bomb them again to try and keep them down to Moderatus. Right, what the fuck are you? Oh yeah, you're at Indrisal. Now, it says corruption none. Do I automatically... I swear, I get the impression that if I leave... See, it won't let me do that, so obviously there's no, like, ground forces there. I'm gonna go one more turn. You're at Hexaco. Yeah, you're at Hexago. So. Well, the Tyranids do go down by one, so that's good at least. Right. Oh, why am I doing this the long way? I can just click over. It's so much easier. Alright, now they're at Moderatus. Oh, we can't do that. Okay. End turn. Yeah, while you're at Moderatus, we'll quickly launch a full attack. Well, a full raid, I should say. Nice. Alright, now we have another... Oh, you're being weird on me again. There we go. Alright, they're both down to Pavarus. So we're going to launch another raid. Just to keep them pinned. Good. Okay. Hexago. Yep, there's orcs. Raid. Now, technically, raiding is fine because they're moderate. I have had one dreadnought lost. Oof. Oh, Apothecary saved the dreadnought. That's good. Also, I suppose even in a sense, it's a good morale booster for the Hive people to actually see Space Marines coming down to help them. Even if it's like, you know, not actually saving their world completely, it is still something. Now, 2, 12. We're just going to slowly make our way back. Right. Ooh. 214. Okay, that doesn't seem like it's a 1 enemy unit strength. Just as an aside, I mean, I know we're winning, but it doesn't seem like there's a 1 unit strength. Man, a lot of armored luminuses. Ten gene stealers. Well, that's not too bad. Right, blast the crap out of them. Then we jump to the south. See, this is so much more effective. Raid. Okay. Now, to prevent reinforcements from boosting each other up, I also am and also out of curiosity, launch an attack rather than a raid. Just to see how many failed to cast Avenge, minor war boss. Failed to cast. Previous power 2, reduction 2. Okay, so yeah, attacking reduces enemy power by 2, raiding by 1. Warp travel. Again, your rest of you are in holding patterns. Yeah, we'll just keep using the spaceways. I'm more curious, believe it or not. I know I don't attack above Moderatus, but I was curious as to what the enemy strength would be, so I was decided to risk it. I'm also getting to the stage that I'm getting hungry and tired. It's hot in this bloody gaming room. Right. So that's quite interesting how much it, so Significus is not too bad on Tyranids. On Orcs it's definitely, and that's the same as the old mod. Orcs are a way stronger threat than Tyranids. Which I think makes sense because there's more Tyranid worlds and Tyranids bloody heal their asses faster. So I'm actually happy with the power balance as it is. Right, we're going to launch a final follow-up attack with the Chapter Master. And they fail to cast Smite or do anything else useful. Well done. Okay. Right, Tatasa. You're still warp traveling, you're still stuck at Hexago. Although, have I used your turns yet? I must have used your action turns yet. Alright, one more turn. 59.57 Gs. The sector defense fleet has lost quite a bit of ships. Flanking Lictor, taken down. But yeah, imagine if I had 2 companies I appreciate that most companies won't have all of these shitload of buffs and extra weapons that a Deathwatch company has. But if I had 2 companies here, that would rip these guys apart. I think my 3-2-2-2 strategy is the optimal strategy for this shit. Right, Tartasia. Orcs are dead? Orcs are bloody dead. Good. A new Carthage, it can do whatever the bloody Christmas it wants. Right. We'll go deal with some Tyranids. Hexago. I really want to get that company to Stygia so they can help out with the Chaos Marines. But it's also kind of a case of, do I really... it's not letting me click worlds again. That's interesting. Do I really abandon... No, let's launch an attack. Do I really abandon an Imperial world, or just, because I imagine you could just raid them, cut them down a little bit and then piss off. You've done something, but even then it's probably not advisable. It's probably not polite. Let's launch an attack. Gosh, I love missiles. Raid. I like fighting Tyranids, actually. It's grinding, but it's not stressful. Oh, a plasma cannon. Who's got a plasma cannon? What company are you, lads? Greater Resistant. True Aurora. Aha, you're 4th company. Mark 5, Mark 7. You've got Librarian, Tech Marine, all the usual shit. Let's talk a bolt gun. Oh, you've got Eviscerator chainsaws. That's quite cool. Power weapons. I didn't notice. They randomly changed the colors of the left pauldron. Now that is an excellent attention to detail that I wouldn't have thought they would do. That's good. I was looking at who has a bloody plasma cannon here. Is it the Dreadnought? Who's got a plasma cannon? Missile launcher, melter gun, heavy bolt. No, go up. Heavy weapons pack. Infantry heavy bolter. But that looks like a Deathwatch heavy bolter with the built-in flamethrower attachment. No, what fucking weapon is that? Oh. Oh my... How did I not notice this squad view before? Oh my gosh, I'm an idiot. That is quite good. And in the command kill team... That's the command. That is quite nice. But I was still on my quest for see who's a plasma gun, a cannon, plasma gun, missile launcher, It definitely said plasma cannon in that screen. We've got plasma guns and plasma pistols. I don't see anyone with a plasma cannon, though. Anyway, that's irrelevant detailing. Still, I actually like this. I like playing as a Deathwatch. As I said, my only thing is I'm not big enough units. If I had 2 companies together at all times, then that would be most efficient. Still, I might actually save this campaign and maybe come back to it another time. But I think I might start a proper homeworld based chapter next time I play this, and just to try and experience the armamentorium and recruitment mechanics a bit better, and kind of work my way up from there. I also should read the 1d6 page, because apparently there is a new 1d6 page for this, but I've just been too distracted to actually bother to look at it. So, I think that's all from me for Chapter Master for this week. Maybe if I'm feeling right in my head to make videos, I might make another one another time.